Look, to set the stage, can you tell us about Keypath? What is it that the company does, and what do you see as the key to your success?
Thanks. So we are in education vernacular. We're called an OPM, which is an online program management business. We don't really love that title or that tagline, and I think I've mentioned this before, but no OPM companies love to be referenced as one. So I'll try and do a better job of explaining what we do than referencing us as an OPM. We started in 2014, as you alluded to, which is frightening because we still try to sell ourselves as a startup, especially when we're trying to recruit people. We used to say, "Oh, we're a startup, but we've got money, so you don't have to, come in and clean the toilets at the end of the day."
The best of both worlds, yes.
Exactly. Yeah, that was our sort of fail-safe way of trying to entice people to come into the company. But for the last, what is it, coming up on 9 years now, we've worked with leading universities across this country, a bit like you guys, in helping them understand the non-traditional student and the online education world, which was growing pretty nicely for years, and due to the emergence of tech and the growth of the non-traditional student and the sort of slowing down of the international student market and universities needing to find alternative ways to find students, and businesses like us coming in and helping with that. And then obviously COVID happened and it accelerated in a huge step change. So nowadays, as kind of you and everyone knows, online education is part of the main delivery. It's part of the mainstay in higher education, and it's kind of here to stay forever. But yeah, I circle back to 9 years ago, and even prior to that, when you and I worked together, Dan, and we were having to, have very strange conversations with people about what online education and what it wasn't, and why students wouldn't necessarily cheat as they, if you couldn't see them in front of your eyes, despite the fact that they were cheating in your lecture theater too. So we started the business with the view to help universities and large scale universities understand the audience and the market and the need for diversification. And then we worked with them to do a lot of the stuff that's sort of core to us, but probably not core to the institutions, which is marketing and recruitment and student growth and online pedagogy and instructional design and data and insights and market awareness. And we allowed them to be great at the sort of content and delivery and subject matter expertise and accreditation and qualification. So together it made this really interesting partnership. And that sounds great now, but 9 years ago, I was, we were like most businesses and most startups in any market, but especially in Australia, it was a lot of door knocking and a lot of no's and a lot of failed attempts to try and build a business. So, we work now with 10 universities in Australia. We manage close to 100 degree programs when you sort of stack them all up in anything and everything, from engineering to health, social work and psychology and counseling, business and IT and law and Juris Doctors and project management. And I could go on forever, creative writing, whatever. There's almost a degree in everything because there's a market for everything. But 8 years ago, a little over 8 years ago, we launched an online MBA with Southern Cross University, and that was it. That was all we had. We had about 10 people and a couple of marketers and a few student recruitment people. And we put an online MBA into the market, and we told them we would get them, a few students, and we would create a nice degree. And we launched it, and within our first year, we had over 300 students in the program. And that completely dwarfed everyone's expectation. And we took off from there and off and running. But it's been a pretty fast ride. And we've been quite fortunate along the way, but we now get the really great opportunity to try and make a difference in this sector and with a lot of great university partners.
Wonderful, and in a competitive environment, that's huge success. So kudos to you. And